Views and opinions expressed are not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast.
Well, welcome to this week's edition of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast. I'm John Eagleman. Thanks for being here. Today we're in Rogers at the new Chuo Izakaya, talking to some seasoned vets. Owner Darwin Beyer, head chef Colin Stewart, and beverage director Shaun Traxler. But first... Yeah, man, big night Monday as the James Beard Awards ceremony happened at the Lyric House in Chicago, and we had strong representation from Northwest Arkansas. Onyx Coffee Lab was a top 5 finalist, or what they call a nominee, for Best Bar in the U.S., and Jason Paul of Heirloom at the 1907 was a nominee for Best Chef of the South. The following audio and video are brought to you by Bon Appetit. Best Bar was first.
Nominees for Outstanding Bar are
Bow and Arrow Brewing Company, The Lover's Bar at Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Onyx Coffee Lab, Scotch Lodge, Smuggler's Cove.
And the winner is, oh gosh, Scotch Lounge.
Though Scotch Lodge in Portland won, Onyx was the only coffee bar in the final 5. Congrats to Andrea, John, and their whole team. About 20 minutes later, they announced Best Chef of the South.
Bryce Bonsack, Roca, Maria LaMotta and Chasen Spencer, Chancho King, Serene Mbai, Dakar Nola, Jason Paul, Heirloom at the 1907.
And the winner is?
I'm nervous.
Come on, Eric.
Serene.
Serene Mbai of Dakar Nola in New Orleans took it this year. And here's a snippet of what Heirloom's Jason Paul had to say via Instagram yesterday.
I just wanted to hop on, make a quick little video here. I'm hanging out in sunny Chicago, morning after the James Beard Awards. We didn't take it home this time, so that's a bit of a bummer, but, it's all good. There's always another year, and, it's been a wild 6 months. We pushed pretty hard, and I think we became a better restaurant. And really, I guess that's what the James Beard Awards are all about. It's about pushing for excellence and to be better. And I think we did that. So, I just wanted to say thank you to our team for coming up here with us and for holding it down back home, the Pinky Swear Squad. And just showing all the love and the support and being so open and willing to push as hard as possible to get us here. It wasn't an easy task. And I love you guys. And, to the community of Northwest Arkansas and beyond, y'all have been so awesome and kind to us. And the messages and the love we've received and the comments and just the support, people watching live back home, it means more than any award could, to be honest. For 7 years we've been a neighborhood restaurant, and although for some people maybe it's tough to get in, people do get in all the time. We see regulars, and you're the people that got us here. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Fayetteville gets a little bit sweeter tomorrow as Handel's Ice Cream opens there for good at 11 a.m. It's in the former Burger King building at 2345 North College, a spot that's been completely redone. Of course, they have a location in Rogers, and that drive-thru stays busy. I can confirm that. They make their homemade ice cream on site every day with high-quality ingredients. And according to co-owner Kinsey Green, Fayetteville's been a long time coming.
Long road to get here. And honestly, I feel like that's what we needed because we have 2 littles as well. We have a 3.5-year-old and we have a 6-month-old. I feel like we've learned that you can't rush things. Just like in life, it all happens for a reason and it comes together. So we knew when finding a spot in Fayetteville, because we were so excited to get here, it had to be the perfect spot. A couple things fell through, and that was such a blessing in disguise, although frustrating, process, delays, the inevitable, but we could not be more thrilled to be right here. It's a beautiful spot, beautiful location. I think it's very family oriented.
They open tomorrow at 11, but you might want to get there earlier.
The exciting part is the first 50 people in line will get free ice cream for a whole year. That's a small cone or dish every single week for 52 weeks. So very, very exciting prize for those first 50. Last year, when we opened Rogers, I believe we had the first family lined up at like 3:30 in the morning. So we're not expecting that, but we're hoping for good weather so that the first 50 can enjoy the sunshine and a good, feel good morning.
It has been reported by multiple outlets that chicken chain Huey Magoo's will open 6 locations in Arkansas, with locations in Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, and Bentonville. They'll be led by a team of Arkansas franchisees, with the first location being in Conway. No word on when the Northwest Arkansas locations will break ground. It was announced yesterday that Homegrown will be adding a location in Fayetteville's South Yard at the intersection of South School Avenue and MLK Boulevard. Of course, they entered the market with a location in downtown Springdale and have since added locations in Rogers and Bentonville. An open date will be announced down the line. Sun Painted Farm is holding a food drive through Sunday, June 28th. If you're not familiar, Sun Painted Farm is the farm attached to Wren in Bentonville. It'll be happening at their farm stand. They are looking for single-serve, non-perishable items, and you can see the whole list on the Sun Painted Farm Instagram page. All donations will go to the NAMI Hope Center's food pantry in southwest Missouri, which provides peer support and resources for those who experience mental illness or mental health challenges. Happy 1-year anniversary to Archie's Sandwichery in Bentonville. Man, a year flew by. They had an all-out bash last weekend. Music, Bentonville Brewing was there. Folks were getting tattoos. It was active. Interested to see how they can top year 2. Now for the bad news. After 20 years on Dixon Street in Fayetteville, Wasabi announced that they will be closing, their last day being Sunday the 21st. The owners, the Pack family, said that they will continue to operate their other restaurants, Shogun, in both Fayetteville and Bentonville. If you have a Wasabi gift card, you'll be able to use it at both places. Tex-Mex restaurant chain On the Border abruptly announced last Friday that they'd be closing all their corporate restaurants nationwide after dinner service last Friday. There are reportedly 5 franchised restaurants that stayed open in other states. For fans of the restaurant in Rogers, you'll be sad to see that it was part of the closures. After bankruptcy, the chain was down to 57 restaurants at the end of last year, that according to Nation's Restaurant News. In this week's Flavors Flashback, we go back to September 11th, 2024, where we sat and talked with Ben Wong, owner of House 1830 in downtown Rogers, and Chef B, the executive chef there. Ben has a pet peeve when it comes to hospitality, and it helps fuel what his front of house team does.
Our whole model, I've got servers who came in here and they thought, it's just like any other restaurant. We're going to have assigned tables. We're going to take care of our customers and blah, blah, blah. We don't have assigned tables here.
Okay.
The whole team is expected to go and touch every table at least a couple times while they're here enjoying their meal. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. So in an hour, and there's 4 servers, each one should be at the table once at least. So it's every 15 minutes. But it's really being the attentive servers and just understanding that they're here customers are here for an experience. They're here to try foods that they probably haven't tried before, or didn't know what it is that they tried before. So that's kind of why we built that model that way, is really to be more inviting. Before we open, and every time we change the menu, the entire team tries the food. A pet peeve of mine is when you go somewhere, it's like, hey, how's the salmon? Oh, I've never had it. Or you can't help me.
Yep.
Can you bring somebody who's had it?
There.
That's the idea behind it. So we wanted them to understand one, what it tastes like, two, how to eat it, and be able to speak to it. And I didn't want to create a script for them, because one of the things that I hate doing is reading from a script.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't feel genuine, and I want my team to be speaking about the food genuinely, and people feel that. They see it, they feel it, they hear it, and then
it's a dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
Yeah.
So that's why we had them come in, and we put it as training time, and we had them come in. We had them try all the food. The chefs got to make all the dishes, and then they got real versed in how to talk about it.
Chuo Izakaya has been a long time coming for Owner Darwin Beyer. In his pursuit of building a Japanese tavern experience in Northwest Arkansas, he was able to surround himself with some exceptionally experienced folks, including head chef Colin Stewart and beverage director Shaun Traxler. We'll hear from all three about how they got to Chuo Izakaya. We'll hear about the menu, including what's new, and we'll also hear about the sickly creative drinks coming from Shaun. Lastly, they're starting something new there, and you'll hear about it here first. And that's next, right here on the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast. Hey dads, Father's Day is Sunday, and you deserve more than a card and a tie. And hey, if you're a mom trying to figure out what to get the man who says he doesn't need anything, we've got you. Head into Macadoodles in Pineville or Guess Who in Bentonville, two of the area's best locally owned liquor stores, and let their knowledgeable staff point you exactly in the right direction. Whether Dad's a whiskey sipper or likes things smooth and smoky, or a bourbon guy who knows what he likes, or you just want to try something new, they'll help you find the perfect bottle. More of a vodka household? Well, they've got that covered too. Premium picks, great prices, and no guesswork. Give Dad a gift he actually wants and get the help to find it at Macadoodles in Pineville and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Teachers are dynamic leaders shaping a new generation, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Well, welcome back. We are at Chuo Izakaya here in Rogers, and we are here with the whole gang. We got Darwin Beyer. We got Colin Stewart. We got Shaun Traxler. Gentlemen, how are you?
Great. Fantastic.
Excellent. Excellent. This is good. I'm amazed that I got you all together in one spot for longer than 5 minutes. Although it hadn't been 5 minutes yet, so I better not say that. So the thing I love about episodes like these is I've done it with you guys. We have met, and it's always good to be able to come into these and kind of know what to expect. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Kind of get an idea. Awesome. Well, I'm going to kick it off with Darwin, man. You're a Kansas City kid. What got you into cooking?
It was all by accident, actually. So I owned a parking lot painting business. Kind of coming out of high school and didn't do very good at high school, so I thought I'd do something else. And during the winter time, just kind of had a little extra time because we couldn't do it outside, and end up in a sushi place out there and found out I liked it.
Yeah. Didn't you have because we did do a podcast together, mm-hmm. You mentioned something about getting kicked out of the kitchen to be a waiter for a while because of some mistake or something?
Not everybody knows about that. That's cool. The first time I got in the line, I had to cut a case of cucumbers in an hour, and I did it in about a half a day.
Oh boy!
He kicked me off the line.
I would have too.
I know. I thought the expectations were a little high, but I guess so. He kicked me off the line, and it took me another couple of weeks to get back on the line. I practiced at home every single night, just cutting cucumbers and and just kind of shaving them, and then finally got it down to I think a quarter of a day. I think that was good enough for him. So
that'll work, and I'm sure he probably does it in no time flat.
Yeah, strong little hands.
So going from there, how did you get to Northwest Arkansas?
Well, the reason I usually move is a woman. So
That's right. I forgot about that. That's right.
yeah. I met a beautiful lady up there, and she was doing her culinary thing, and she's from around here, so I followed her back down and sold my part of the business on the construction part because I was still doing that, a little bit of that, and then just went full time kitchen.
Okay. All right. Where did you start down here when you moved here?
At Kobe. Did I have to say that?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I needed a job.
But you
real
left.
quick. I did.
Yeah,
I did. It was a little mutual.
Okay.
And then out of spite,
boy.
out of spite, I opened up Meiji. Yeah, I just started small, opened a little 45 seat spot. And
Yeah, man.
went from there.
So you're still kind of in that spot, right? You just kind of expanded after you moved to the other side?
Yeah, we flipped over, I don't know, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Been 16 years now altogether.
God dang, man. Yeah. So tell me about the idea of Chuo Izakaya, and how long have you been thinking about this?
I've always wanted to do something a little more elevated, and then over the years, we've kind of taken parts of Meiji and put them out, because we had a ramen bar that was on Dixon Street, and that was kind of the ramen part of Meiji, the kitchen part. I wanted to kind of create its own store for it, and then the lounge is something I've always wanted to do. More. Sorry, I'm Japanese, so more better drinks. And English is hard.
Yeah, I got you, man.
And so I just want to do, more of a craft drink and something that's more elevated. And same with food. I mean, all the Roots events and all the little events that we've done throughout the years, where you get a chance to do off-menu stuff and just kind of elevate and what's in your head. And so I really wanted to put a brick and mortar around those ideas.
Yeah. Excellent. So when did you decide this is something that I'm going to actually do?
When I got investors that offered me money.
All right. That's a good. Were you always thinking Rogers?
Yeah, definitely not Fayetteville. I just figured that Bentonville, Rogers was definitely I'm not saying it's just a different crowd.
Sure.
Here, I guess it's a little more refined.
I think everybody understands that. Yeah.
Fayetteville's more laid back. It's more chilled.
Yeah.
It's got that vibe. But I mean, for me, Bentonville was blowing up. Downtown Rogers is blowing up. Pinnacle Hills is obviously blowing up. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you get this going. Who are the first few people that you contact and say, hey, I'm going to do this and I'm going to need some help?
Lee and Cantor Davis is one of my partners, and they're great customers of Meiji, come in quite a bit.
Okay.
She's the only one that has her name at the bar, which actually wasn't my idea. It just kind of ended up there one day. But I was totally cool with it.
Yeah, man.
And we just got to talking, and then they had a friend named Johnny Smith and his wife Jill. And so with the two of them, we just kind of sat down and lots of coffee and lots of numbers, and we just kind of said, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, awesome. So you find this spot, and you start putting a staff together. What was that like for you going from scratch? Because I know you've done it from scratch before, but it'd been a minute.
Yeah, it's maybe the only thing I'm good at. I'm not very good at cooking, so
stop.
I can actually find people and put good teams together, and I got kind of lucky. Shaun was he was doing something, doing great things. I'm sure always everywhere, but I dangled the string out there enough that I think he was like, I think that's something I'm interested in. And
nice.
Colin came away. I was excited because he's a great chef too. And so we just needed to put things together. And now we've got it. I mean, we can name at least 5-6 veterans here that have been in the business for. We've got to be 100 years altogether.
There you go.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Well, right on. You get the doors open. Talk about that response and the kind of feel you're getting from the folks around here.
Great feedback.
Yeah.
Just great feedback from the people that have come in. We just need more time, get out there and get the word of mouth rolling around. And it's only been almost 3 months, so we're right at 3, I guess. Yeah.
That's quick.
Yeah,
that's quick.
It's not very long in the restaurant business. I mean, we're just basically opened our doors.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna hop over to Shaun real quick because Shaun is of the three of you. Shaun is the one that does not have a podcast that we've done.
True.
Tell me where you're from.
Born and raised in Michigan.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, rural Michigan. My story is a little similar to Colin's and how I was inspired to do this stuff.
Okay.
I won't totally, take his words from him, but I fell in love with Food Network and cooking magazines when I was really young.
Nice.
So I started cooking, cooked before doing the drinks thing, But unlike these two, I'm not cut out for 110-degree kitchens and 12-hour days of, that.
Yeah.
So wasn't long before I realized that I could essentially do the same type of thing, apply these culinary techniques to drinks. But back in Michigan, I was at Buffalo Wild Wings. I cooked, I bartended there. And then I hated winter. So I moved to Florida and, just kind of farted around there for a little while.
Yeah.
Bartending at bowling alleys. I have an immense passion for bowling.
Do you?
So I do. Yeah.
Right on.
Is that why you're so good at bowling?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's really good.
He's really good.
Makes you mad, actually.
Really, because he gets the mullet and then he bolts. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, keep going. This is great. This is great. This is what podcasts are for, by the way. So bowling. How many 300 games? Any?
No.
Okay.
No. So I haven't stayed consistent enough throughout my life.
Gotcha.
I feel like every time I get close to actually being able to hit 300, I'd stop bowling for 2 years.
Ah, dang.
It just happens.
I'm sorry, what's your average again?
Like 205, 210.
Yeah, okay, it's not too far off 300.
Mine's like
84.
20.
This is the honest to God's truth. I was just telling my wife the other day, we were passing by the Fayetteville bowling alley. I was telling her, we need to get folks together and go bowling. We haven't done that in a million years. And it's never not fun.
Yeah. Shameless plug for the Bar and Restaurant Bowling League that we do at Ozark Lanes in Fayetteville.
Oh, nice.
Takes place over the fall and winter. And, all of the restaurants and bars get a team together and
no kidding.
Go head to head. It's
That's awesome. Who knew? This is great. Okay, so you get into the bartending side of things. How did that career and path grow for you?
Yeah, so when I first moved to Florida, it was Panama City Beach, and to be completely honest, there wasn't much, happening there in the craft scene 18 years ago.
Okay.
So, I always wanted to take these popular shots, Washington apples, and just make them a little bit better.
Okay.
Probably my style, add 17 more ingredients to make it taste more like an apple, but
yeah.
There was just a little bit of that. And then it wasn't until I moved to Orlando and started bartending at, BB King's Blues Club, which was a corporate spot, so I didn't have much room to wiggle there, but
not a lot of freedom.
Went and opened a restaurant there called Oblivion Tap Room. And that was, it was beer and wine only, but it really tested my creativity because we were making cocktails from, beer and wine. And, that was, when I started doing events and things like that, where the culinary side really kind of showed through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. How the heck do you get to Northwest Arkansas? And I know there are a whole lot of stops between there and here.
Not too bad, actually.
Okay.
So when I was in Panama City, I met a woman that would eventually become my son's mom.
Okay.
We moved to Orlando together, and then when we split up, she's originally from Gravette.
Okay.
So when we split up, obviously my son was in the picture, and, I'm never not going to be a father. So
yeah,
it was a pretty easy decision to move here. And, the beginning was a struggle.
How long ago was this?
This would have been, 14 years ago.
Okay, so I moved here 15 to 16 years ago, and I understand what you're talking about. Not outside of the college scene, just not a whole lot of restaurant diversity. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Restaurant and bar diversity?
Especially back then. I had a bit more of an ego back then than I do now. So when I first moved here,
too.
Yeah, I had already had, a decade of experience in bars and restaurants, and moved here to wash dishes on Dixon Street for 21-year-old bartenders, and, serve tables at Fish City Grill during lunch. And, that was, it was tough. It was a tough pill to swallow.
For sure.
But, shortly after that, I got the opportunity to start managing Sideways on Dixon, and, kind of lean into my love of beer at the time, which was, kind of my first love in the booze industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I guess you continue to work, and eventually before coming here, I believe you were at Vault?
Yep. Yeah, so, after Sideways, it was a great place, and they kind of gave me the keys to the kingdom and, company card to go buy whatever produce or things that I wanted. So, that was probably, that was my first ever cocktail menu that I built myself.
Okay.
And had printed and released. Most people don't think Sideways is a cocktail bar, and these days it's really not. But having that opportunity to just have complete freedom to craft whatever the hell I wanted to do, definitely shaped me in a huge way. So after my time kind of ran out with Sideways, the vault owners had approached me and asked me if I would come, be their general manager and beverage director. So I took that opportunity and was there for 7 years, and we won a lot of awards, and we took a lot of really cool trips as a staff, and it was a great experience.
On the website, the Chuo Izakaya website, featured in imbibe, wine enthusiast, chilled, thirsty, and punch drink, sorry,
yes.
as well as several acclaimed cocktail books. You're a published guy.
No, a little bit.
A little bit. Come on, man. That's a pretty formidable list, and along with some cocktail books as well. Good for you. How did that happen?
Travel.
Okay.
There are a lot of conferences, a lot of, professional things for the booze industry that a lot of people aren't aware of. And back in 2014, I started traveling quite a bit, going to Tales of the Cocktail in New Orleans, Portland Cocktail Week out in Oregon, et cetera, et cetera. And it's just, making connections, making friends. And then, the more effort that you put in, the more, good things come your way.
Sure. I get it, man. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll talk cocktails in the next segment, but I got to get to my man Stu over there.
What up?
What is happening, man? You good?
I'm good.
Good. You're originally from Buffalo.
Yep. Well, Ithaca, New York, and then I lived in Buffalo for a good while.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So thereabouts.
Upstate.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I love the story about how you started and how you got into things. But before being a chef in the restaurant industry, I think it was in Buffalo, that 2-story place when you had to haul up and down stairs.
Oh, Soho.
Okay.
Yeah, as a bar back.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I started the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay, all right.
And my first day, I got there about noon, and then met with the other bar backs. And they're like, "It's your first day?" I'm like, "Yep." And usually when you're a bar back or a bartender or something like that in Buffalo, you're kind of there for the long haul.
Sure.
Anyway, so I got lucky. A guy named Jay Mano, who looks like Jason Statham, said, "You're on. Get ready to get crushed." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And they have a horseshoe bar, and they have about 8 bartenders.
Yeah.
But every bartender is a little diva, and everybody wants their well to be set up exactly that way.
The way they want.
So when they give you these big trash cans, all the liquor's upstairs. So it's a big trash can, and you got to take notes on all 8 bartenders' wells. And it was my first day, so I go up there and I just grab, all right, I'm going to do all vodka. I need 12 vodkas, I need 15 of these. And I go upstairs and I get downstairs through the crowd, people trying to take the bottles out of the garbage can and, dodging and weaving and doing whatever. I get down there and all the alcohol's mixed up. So I have to unload all of it just around while there's hardly any lights or anything.
Yeah.
And I'm getting yelled at by all these bartenders calling me every name in the book.
Baptism by fire.
Which I took a lot of those notes and used today.
I'm assuming one of the things you were called was best friend.
Yeah, best friend. Yeah. No. Yeah. So that was my first bar backing. One of my first bar backing experiences.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's wild.
So you end up in Northwest Arkansas. It was a family move, though, right?
So when they moved to Arkansas, I was in Afghanistan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they didn't tell me just because whatever, I got other stuff going on. So I get out and I go back to Buffalo, and I was married, divorced.
Gotcha.
Little PTSD, whatever.
Sure, man.
And then my parents were here, so I decided to come check it out down here.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You get to Northwest Arkansas, and what's your first gig?
Oh, man, what was my first gig? I don't know.
It's been a minute, right?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Was it pizza? Was it the pizza spot?
Marley's?
It
might have been Marley's. I was like, yeah, hi Liz. But yeah, I think I was cooking pizza, managing, doing bar.
Okay.
And serving all at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, you were a quadruple threat.
I was killing it.
Yeah, man, you were crushing.
Yeah, 50 pounds later.
That's it. Is that what's
moving and shaking?
Weren't all of us? Tell me about getting into being a chef. How that went from pizza to being an absolute rock star.
So I've been cooking since I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
So in and out of nasty kitchens and smokers. People were smoking back in the day.
I forgot about that story.
Yeah, my first gig was a place called Benchwarmers, and
it was in Ithaca.
It was in Ithaca, New York. And I remember the first time I was there, my kitchen manager, chef, always had a cigarette in his mouth, and I would just watch it because the ash would never fall, and it would be this long. He'd be making a wrap.
Yeah.
With just aggression. And we would not go down. So everybody in the kitchen was watching that for a while.
The extended dance mix on that is with the Colin Stewart podcast, where he gets exceptionally animated about telling that story.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
But pretty much I had done odd jobs and stuff like that. I think my second favorite job was I think I worked for a lawn care thing. It was just outside on my own time, doing my own thing. But
nice.
I was, I decided I'm very ADD. And I get hyper-focused, and I get hyper-focused over food and dishes and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get into this.
Yeah.
So
right on.
Yeah.
COVID hits, and you get really into it. Tell me that story.
Well, because my wife, God bless her, she's the moneymaker. So
excellent.
Stay-at-home daddy. We had my daughter. She's almost 8 now. But, all I did was read books and buy things that I had no idea how to use and pretty much self-teach,
Dude, you had Amazon was at your door every day, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And how'd you end up here?
These guys.
Well, I know.
These guys reached out.
All right.
We couldn't find anybody else.
That happens. I remember we came for the soft opening, and it was awesome. We'll talk more about that next, but talk about creativity with this guy. He comes up with a fish sauce caramel sauce to go on top of ice cream, and it sounded just awful.
Yeah.
And he did it, and it made all the sense. It was good.
Yeah, it's salty, sweet.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of sriracha in there too.
Yeah, man.
Not just any ice cream, though. The peanut butter miso.
Yeah, it's the peanut butter miso.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. I don't know. It just comes,
Yeah,
like
good.
we got those morels in the other day, and I made a dish pretty quick, and then we sold out. And it's Friday, Saturday.
Nice.
So yeah, definitely get on the Chuo page and make sure you see when those specials are going on.
Yeah. What was it like for you guys building out the menu?
A lot of it I kind of already had, and we're following a lot of the izakaya, the kind of the tavern style, Japanese Asian tavern style anyway.
Okay.
So there's already staples there, and then for our first menu, I kind of wanted to establish that.
Yeah.
And then after that, we've just been whatever specials, whatever kind of pops in the column, or Shaun's head, or my head, or Sammy's head. We're just kind of taking it from there, and then it's kind of whatever fits our fancy. And then if we like the morels, we got a hell of a deal on them out of the Northwest, and so we're like, all right, well, let's get them in, let's do something with it.
Yeah,
and we did. So
that's great. Shaun building out that craft menu, not just for taste. Which, by the way, I had the miso awake, which I had it on the sauce on the rim was on the other side, and I didn't see it. And I'm like, they give me a dirty glass. What is it? And I switched it around, like, oh, it's supposed to be there.
Gotta lick it.
Oh, it was so good. Once I figured that out, licked it. It was good, man. It was so good. But my wife got I had it written down there. She had I don't know, it's in the next one. We'll get into it.
Hindu cows.
That's it. That thing's Instagram worthy, I believe, as was mine as well. But how much of the craft cocktail menu was for pictures to be made versus taste, or both?
I mean, it's always both.
Yeah.
The cliche of people eat with their eyes first is
100% true.
It's on the forefront of my brain all the time.
Yeah.
Same.
So Colin's Hindu cows, it's got that little fishbowl on the bottom with lavender, eucalyptus, little dehydrated limes. And then the drink itself is modeled after a lychee martini.
Yeah.
And, I think that, as silly as it is, every Japanese place needs to have their lychee martini.
Lychee.
It's both. Both are accepted pronunciations, sir. accepted pronunciations. But
Colin's got a little fever over there.
Uh-huh. But yeah, ours is a little bit different. There's some
Yeah.
savory elements, a little bit of carrot juice, some roasted coconut.
Man.
But I mean, the whole thing, the point of that one for me is the experience. So, you know, when you lift the martini glass out of the fishbowl and you sniff and sip at the same time, you're getting this like entire spa experience with your drink. So, Call 'em as Hindu cows, a little cheeky reference to Fight Club.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. By the way, I will have a picture up on social media when this comes out of that drink. But yes, I understand as far as building out a menu, it's a lot. Getting in the right things, not just the craft cocktail side, but the wine, the beer, the sake, everything.
Yeah. For me, like I wanted this place to be very, very, very approachable.
Yeah.
This is not a bad thing at all. So if any Vault people are listening, it's not a bad thing. But, we were up our ass a little bit at Vault.
Okay.
Doing some really, really cool things, pushing a lot of boundaries and trying to educate our consumer base. Here, I just wanted whimsy. I wanted color. I wanted things to taste great. And I wanted people to understand the ideas behind the drinks.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, we've got riffs on cosmopolitans, riffs on the lychee martinis.
I thought it was licky all these years.
Licky!
I thought it was licky, yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
Maybe later today it will be.
All right. If you have enough.
Probably, actually.
The licky martini is the miso awake.
Yeah, it is. You got that right.
But yeah, I mean, it's funny though because I've got a bit of knowledge on wine and sake, but obviously my strength is spirits. So building out that wine list actually took longer than anything. And
Okay.
It wasn't due to lack of experience or knowledge. It was just due to wanting it to be perfect. And I mean, we spent months and months and tens of tastings with distributors to create that wine list, sake included.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty damn proud of it.
Yeah, man. Good for you. That's a big one, too. That's a big one. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get into food and beverage. Y'all ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay, we got that. We got the Mike Engelman Home Pro Tip of the Week coming from Shaun. And that's coming up next right here on the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast.
Connect with us at Flavors of Northwest Arkansas on Facebook and Instagram, or by email at flavorsofnwa@gmail.com.
Welcome back. It's time for the Mike Engelman Home Pro Tip of the Week. And for that, we go to the only person at this table that has not done one, Shaun. Sir.
Love it. Thank you. So I think one of the main hindrances behind why people don't make a lot of cocktails at home, they might opt for a neat pour or a glass of wine, is because making cocktails at home is not that easy. A lot of times there's 6 components or 5 components in a drink, and then, you have to have all the tools. You got to shake, you got to strain, you've got to do all of this stuff.
Right.
So one of my favorite things to recommend to people is batching, right? So we're going to take all of the ingredients for that cocktail and put it all into one single bottle. So you might have a little bit more work up front, but take all of your components, mix them all together, put them in a single bottle, and throw it in the freezer. And provided your alcohol content is high enough, which you can do a little Googling on it, but you make an entire bottle of these things, so when you get home every day, you can just pour yourself a single cocktail out of the freezer and put it up.
Of course, we're acting like everyone's going to have a single cocktail after work. Fair enough. Well done, sir. Thank you.
Batch a lot.
Batch a lot. We'll be right back.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you can save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. Just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
So on January 27th, 2022, I had a kidney transplant. I got the call at 8 o'clock the night before. My wife and I had 30 minutes to pack for 6 weeks. We dumped dirty clothes into trash bags. We filled up the truck and we took off. I don't remember driving overnight. I was fueled on adrenaline, and I do remember trying to avoid nothing but 18-wheelers because that was all I saw. But we got down to Dallas, just made it in time for the 3:30 final blood matching test, and then our fourth hotel check, we got a hotel down there. Didn't go to sleep, got the call, got into pre-op, and let me tell you, I had a new kidney by 11:30 that morning. It's really unbelievable. We've got 108,000 people on the waiting list nationally that want the same thing. I was super, super lucky. OregonDonor.gov is the place to get signed up. 65% of eligible Arkansans are not signed up, or are signed up, meaning you've still got 35, I think that's math, right? Yeah, 35% or not. Please get signed up. OregonDonor.gov. You can also do it on the health app on your iPhone, or do it old school way, like I did way back in the day. Just go to the DMV or the Department of Finance. When it's time to update your license, just tell them you want to be an organ donor, and they'll put it on there. OregonDonor.gov. Thanks so much, as always. And we're here at Chuo Izakaya with the guys, and we're getting ready to talk food. There's breaking news on the food. We were taping this 2 weeks before, so it may be a little less breaking news at that point, but Chuo Izakaya is going to serve lunch. Mr. Beyer.
Yeah, it just makes sense. In this area, there's a lot of businesses around us, and we don't see why we can't be a little elevated at nighttime and still serve lunch to the masses at daytime. So.
It feels like a little bit of a differentiation in the area.
Yeah, and definitely is. From daytime to nighttime, there's definitely people that want to get out, and there's not enough places around here for people to have a good time late.
Yeah.
So we want to provide that, but the lunchtime here, there's a lot of good options. We think we can add something to that.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm thinking of all the places around here. Is there this type of lunch available that you guys can think of?
No.
I can't think of one.
We're going to be putting our own spin on a bunch of different sandwiches and wings and salads.
Yeah.
So you're formulating it right now is basically what you're telling me. Or is it already done?
I'll send you some pics.
Okay.
But yeah, some stuff is already done.
It's baked, as it were.
It's cooked, yeah.
Outstanding. And 3 martini lunches?
That's my goal.
Pre-batched.
That's a lot of people's goal.
Pro tip. Yeah.
Pre-batched. Excellent. Perfect. Yep. So is there a tentative date for the launch of lunch, or should we hold off?
Yeah, that kind of rolls off in the head, doesn't it?
Sure does.
It's the 23rd.
I think the 23rd?
Hopefully. Let's shoot for it.
We're shooting for it. Unless if something hopefully goes right or wrong, then
all right.
Yeah, it's kind of around that area.
All right. Tentatively.
Mm-hmm.
Had to say it right, Tentatively on the 23rd of June, come have lunch here. So, generally speaking, give me a high-level description of the food menu here, as it were.
I mean, just about everything. We've taken everything and tore it apart and then put it back together and tore it apart again.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so if we have a better idea, or if somebody has a better idea of doing, plating to the quality ingredients we put in it, if we find a new oil we like more.
Yeah.
Like right now we're using a blood orange avocado oil.
Yep.
Which is amazing.
And that's used for the shishitos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ooh, yes.
So rabata sauce. I've had at Meiji, we've got our own recipe there, so of course Colin takes it apart, puts it back together, and puts his own little spin on it. But I got to be honest, it's better than when we have at Meiji. Wow. Don't tell anybody at Meiji that.
No, I would never. I would never. Awesome. So you've got the crudo, and you've got the small bites. What are some of the highlights there?
For crudo, we don't use any fish that's going to be, if it's not from Hawaii, we do toyosu.
Toyosu.
Yeah, Toyosu Japanese market. Oh, I got tsukiji stuck in my head. So we have a connection that goes through the Toyosu market through Tokyo. So we get a lot of our toro, we get a lot of our Japanese Pacific fish that you don't usually see this side of the world, and then we could do through Hawaii as well. So any of our tuna, our big eye, all that stuff is going to come through just a high quality, New Zealand king salmons we use for a crudo. But I would say definitely that's one of our highlight on the sushi side, where in the giri and all that. It's just definitely things you're not going to see everywhere around here. Maybe a couple select places that are a little higher end, but.
I remember you and I having a conversation on the Meiji podcast about how when you started Meiji, the kind of fish you could get in versus now. From the very start, there are a lot more places and a lot more things you can bring in than back in the day.
Yeah, it's been a fight for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. Awesome. The bites and the plates. Colin, talk to me a little bit about that. I know we had the popcorn. We had the. I've got to pronounce it right. Karagi. Is that Karagi? I wanted to make sure I got it right.
And we're getting canceled.
Yeah. It's all right. I'm the only one that can cancel this one, which may happen. I never know.
Yeah, it's just it's pretty much just to take on fried chicken bites, but we do our dangest to make the coating just crispy and really nice, and that gets robata sauce, and the chicken is marinated for at least 24 hours.
Oof.
So I mean, there's quite a process that goes into it.
Yeah.
But it's good. And then there's the shishitos, which you think is just shishitos, but like we put them on the flat top for a little bit. I steam them just enough where they don't overcook.
Nice.
And then we hit them with more robata glaze, and we get them to be like really sticky.
Yum.
And then we put it over the bed of the minced Napa cabbage with the blood orange olive oil.
Yeah.
And then we top that with garlic molasses.
So, I'm sorry?
Black garlic molasses.
Oh, okay.
To top that with.
All right.
And then also some sesame seeds, but it's...
I'll bet.
Delicious.
I'll bet. Anything that's brand new that you guys put on the menu?
I mean, the Morels. We do ice creams, desserts. It's always kind of changing.
We do ice creams like twice a week.
Okay.
I just made a peach sorbet.
Oh, really?
It's delicious.
Oh, wow.
And then last week we had a blackberry yuzu sorbet.
Okay.
And we still have the peanut butter ice cream. Like we're gonna have. I think I just ordered some popsicle molds. We're gonna do some fun popsicles.
I really feel with popsicle modes, there's going to be some sort of bar ingredient with the popsicle modes, perhaps. Your game? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah. Excellent. My father. Well, I'm not going to get into that. I'll tell you off air because I just realized what I was about to say and it would have been incriminating. But he's passed away. He had a nice mold of the, and I think I probably got him this one Christmas just to go after my mom's chagrin. But it was. I can't believe I'm admitting this. It's the top half of a lady, if you will, and that was the ice.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah. And he liked that, I think. Anyway, he would put it in his 7 and 7, or sorry, Canadian Club, as he put it.
Nice.
Yeah, back in the day. So
was it
anyway.
up?
No, he was not an up guy. He was far too old school. He was one of the guys that had a bar in his office growing up, and all the clients would come over and they'd smoke and all the things. Okay, so anything newer, seasonal perhaps, on the craft cocktail side?
Yeah, so I mean, similar to the kitchen, I like to do a lot of specials because our cocktail menu, on the house side is somewhat abbreviated.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 8 individual cocktails and 1 shareable, and then there's, a few classics. But, I don't want people to get bored with our cocktail menu, so I like to consistently roll out specials.
Nice.
At this point, I think we've done 1 a week.
Nice.
Just about. So, there's always something new brewing. Most of the time it'll show up on the Instagram or the Facebook.
Nice.
We're always trying to do something super fresh and seasonal.
So what's the one right now that I may not be around in 2 weeks when this comes out, but...
True. So to go with Chef Colin's morel dish that he did this past weekend, I made a drink called Pinot Evil, which this is my 3rd iteration of it. I've kind of, I made a version of it at Sideways. I made a version of it at Vault, and then this is the 3rd. So
this is fun. I'm sorry. I went to him and I was like, I need something to go along with this dish, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm thinking black bean. I'm thinking, wine reduction. He's like, got it. I was like, okay, and then he's like, yep, we're good. Next day, he has a whole cocktail for me, and it's absolutely delicious. Anyway,
outstanding.
This guy.
Yeah. So it's a clarified milk punch. With tequila, allspice, Luxardo maraschino, and then I did a Pinot Noir reduction with cherry, some black currant, and fermented black bean, cardamom, and it just ended up being such a wonderful pairing for the mushrooms. That black bean, the earthiness, just really kind of played well.
Interesting. How do you serve it?
So this was in an old-fashioned glass over a big rock, and then you'll kind of sink the reduction to the bottom. The densities of the two different liquids, they'll actually layer, so you pour the clarified punch over top of the cube, and then you end up with a dark purple ring at the bottom and then a crystal clear punch around the cube.
Coincidentally, the cube actually was topless as well.
Great.
All right.
Yep. Outstanding. Gentlemen, thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. This has been a good one. How can folks find you all on social media?
Instagram, Chef Colin Stewart.
It's just him.
It's just Colin. All right, go to Colin. How about Chuo?
With ChuoNWA.com, we got Chuo. Oh God, I can't name them all off.
Yeah, it's just
just go to Instagram, Facebook, and
the Facebook one's
TikTok.
Weird because you need the
Are you on TikTok?
I believe we're on TikTok, Colin, right?
Yeah, we're on TikTok too.
No kidding.
Yeah, what's your Instagram handle?
Just my name, Shaun Traxler.
Yeah, Shaun Traxler. You don't have one of those.
I'm too old for that stuff. If you want to go back on MySpace, my account is.
Look up Darwin Beyer on Friendster.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
Guys, appreciate it. You can find Flavors of Northwest Arkansas on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. Be sure to tip your servers and tip them well. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.